Rebecca, once a familiar face on the hit reality series Pawn Stars, became the center of swirling speculation after rumors surfaced that she had been fired by Rick Harrison. For fans, her sudden absence sparked endless debate and countless theories. Was it a personal dispute, creative differences, or something entirely more complicated? Behind the cameras, the reality was far more nuanced than headlines suggested. Sources close to the show revealed that Rebecca's departure was not a simple matter of being fired in the conventional sense. Instead, it was a result of complex intersection of contractual negotiations, shifting roles, and the evolving dynamics of a reality television environment where personalities must align with both audience expectations and internal production priorities. On screen, she was always composed, knowledgeable, and personable, navigating the tense negotiations and fascinating artifacts with a blend of expertise and charm that made her a standout presence. Off-screen, however, the pressures of working in a fast-paced, high-profile environment began to reveal the challenges that often accompany reality television fame: long hours, constant scrutiny, and the delicate balance between personal ambition and the collaborative nature of production. Over time, sources indicate, Rebecca made the difficult decision to step away, recognizing that her trajectory might be better served outside the constraints of the show's set, even as rumors of conflict with Rick Harrison and other cast members continue to swell in the public imagination. The story of her departure, therefore, is not one of scandal or sudden betrayal, but of the often invisible tensions and decisions that shape careers behind the camera, shedding light on the human realities that viewers rarely see, even when their favorite personalities are in the spotlight. The story of Rebecca on Pawn Stars begins with a promising trajectory that many fans follow closely. She quickly became known for her sharp knowledge, professionalism, and the approachable way she engaged with clients and co-stars alike. Her presence on the show added a unique dynamic, offering viewers a blend of expertise and personality that helped humanize the intense world of pawn dealings. She was not just another employee on the floor. Rebecca became a relatable figure who balanced the chaos of negotiations with a steady, friendly demeanor. Viewers connected with her not only because she explained the historical and monetary value of items, but also because she brought warmth to what could otherwise be a transactional environment. For many, she represented the human face behind the counter, a voice of reason, wit, and approachable expertise amidst the sometimes theatrical personalities that define reality TV. However, the television world is rarely as straightforward as it appears on screen. While Rebecca's on-camera performance was flawless, the behind-the-scenes reality told a more complicated story. Reality shows, particularly ones as long-running and high-profile as Pawn Stars, operate in a complex ecosystem where personal dynamics, contractual obligations, and audience expectations intersect. Sources close to production explain that Rebecca's role, while initially designed to grow alongside the show, gradually became constrained by both production priorities and creative decisions. Her ambitions, experience, and desire for a more visible or influential role may have begun to diverge from the direction the show was heading. Rumors of tension with cast members, particularly Rick Harrison, fueled speculation, but those close to the situation insist that much of the narrative around firing was exaggerated. In truth, Rebecca's departure involved negotiations, personal career decisions, and the practicalities of reality television production, a blend of factors rarely understood by casual viewers watching from their living rooms. Fans speculated endlessly about what might have caused a rift between Rebecca and Rick Harrison. Headlines, social media threads, and forum discussions often presented the story as a dramatic firing, complete with insinuations of conflict or personal disagreement. Yet those who worked with Rebecca and observed the production closely describe a different picture, one of mutual professionalism and an amicable but inevitable separation. Reality television, by its nature, magnifies relationships, personalities, and even minor disagreements, turning them into compelling stories for audiences. In Rebecca's case, the narratives that circulated online were shaped as much by audience imagination and media appetite for drama as by actual events on set. The truth, as her colleagues emphasize, lies in the quieter, less sensational aspect of career growth, contract discussions, and shifting professional roles, a reality that is far less glamorous than what the gossip column suggests. Rebecca herself has offered insight, though sparingly, into her decision to leave the show. In interviews and public statements, she spoke about wanting to explore opportunities beyond the limitations of a role on Pawn Stars, to diversify her career, and to assert control over her professional trajectory. She expressed gratitude for the experience and for the platform the show had provided, acknowledging that the exposure had opened doors while also teaching valuable lessons about navigating a high-profile work environment. Her reflections illustrate the challenges many reality television stars face, balancing personal ambition with the structure of a show that thrives on established personalities, while managing the scrutiny of millions of viewers who form opinions based on edited clips and on-screen interactions. The behind-the-scenes dynamics of porn stars also played a role in shaping Rebecca's departure. Sources indicate that the production team, while supportive of her abilities, had specific expectations for cast roles, camera time, and interactions with high-profile clients. As a result, Rebecca's talents, though evident, may have been constrained by the structural limits of a show that prioritized long-standing personalities and story arcs. Reality TV, despite its spontaneous appearance, is highly managed. Producers shape narratives, control timing, and determine which cast members get the most screen presence. For Rebecca, this meant that her contributions, though significant, was sometimes overshadowed by existing storylines or by the prominence of other cast members. The decision to step away, therefore, was as much about reclaiming professional agency as it was about personal or interpersonal conflicts. The fan reaction to her exit underscores the intensity of public attachment to television personalities. When Rebecca's presence on Porn Stars ended, speculation reached a fever pitch, with viewers interpreting her departure through the lens of personal drama or confrontation with Rick Harrison. Social media posts, comment threads, and fan forums reflected the emotional investment audiences had in her role. Many fans expressed disappointment, frustration, and curiosity, creating a narrative that blurred the line between reality and speculation. Yet, when examined closely, her departure reveals a complex interplay between audience perception and professional realities in the world of reality television, a reminder that what appears to be conflict on screen often masks more nuanced decisions behind the camera. Despite leaving Porn Stars, Rebecca's impact on the show and on fans endures. Her professionalism, approachable demeanor, and expertise created moments that viewers still recall with admiration. She brought a balance to the high-energy negotiations and often unpredictable interactions that defined the show, reminding audiences that the human element, knowledge, warmth, and authenticity, is as important as entertainment value. For many, she remains a beloved figure whose presence, though brief, left a lasting mark on the series' history. Her story also serves as a window into the realities of reality TV, illustrating the pressures, opportunities, and difficult choices that shape the careers of those who work behind the porn counter. Finally, the story of Rebecca and her departure is a broader lesson about the realities of fame, work, and public perception. While viewers may cling to dramatic narratives or assume interpersonal conflict, the truth often reflects a combination of personal choice, professional growth, and the structured environment of a reality show. By stepping away from Porn Stars, Rebecca demonstrated agency, vision, and the courage to pursue opportunities beyond a platform that, though powerful, could not contain her ambitions. Her journey offers insight into the human side of reality television, a world where personalities, professionalism, and perception intersect, and where decisions are rarely as simple as they appear on camera. Rebecca's exit from Porn Stars also shines a light on the pressures faced by anyone working in a reality television environment. While audiences often perceive these shows as casual, spontaneous, the reality is far more structured and demanding. Cast members must balance their personal style and professional expertise with the show's established brand and storylines, navigating long hours, constant camera presence, and the expectations of producers, co-stars, and millions of viewers. For Rebecca, this meant constantly adapting her approach, offering her expertise on valuable items, managing tense negotiations, and interacting with clients in ways that were both professional and engaging, while simultaneously being mindful of how she appeared on camera. Behind her friendly demeanor and knowledgeable explanations lay a professional who understood that reality television was as much about managing perception as it was about her actual work on the floor. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Rebecca's departure was the role of Rick Harrison. As the public face of the show, Rick's interactions with cast members often scrutinized, and every disagreement or negotiation is amplified in the eyes of viewers. Many fans assumed that any change in cast represented personal conflict with him. Yet insiders clarify that Rick's approach to Rebecca and to all staff was professional, supportive, and grounded in the realities of running a high-stakes reality show. While disagreements occasionally arose, there were typical workplace discussions about roles, responsibilities, and creative direction rather than personal animosity. The rumors of her being fired stemmed largely from the contrast between audience perception and the nuanced, private realities of television production, where decisions are often driven by logistics, contracts, and career considerations rather than personal grudges. The media frenzy surrounding her exit further complicated the narrative. Headlines often frame the story as drama or scandal, playing into the audience's appetite for sensationalism. Social media became a hub of speculation, with fans debating every possible reason for her departure, from alleged on-set clashes to creative differences. These interpretations, while compelling, rarely reflected the realities behind the scenes. In reality, Rebecca's choice to leave was influenced by a combination of professional growth, desire for new opportunities, and the practical limitations of her role on the show. By stepping away, she demonstrated both foresight and agency, prioritizing her career trajectory over staying in a position that no longer offered room for advancement or creative fulfillment. Rebecca's story also highlights a recurring theme in reality television: the tension between personal ambition and the demands of a show's narrative. Reality TV thrives on familiar personalities and consistent storylines, and producers often shape roles to fit these expectations. For someone like Rebecca, knowledgeable, capable, and personable, this environment can be both an opportunity and a limitation. Her departure illustrates the challenges faced by cast members seeking to expand their influence, showcase their talents, or pursue diverse projects beyond the boundaries of the show. In leaving, she not only claimed control over her career but also underscored the importance of personal agency in a highly publicized, highly controlled industry. Fans, meanwhile, continue to follow Rebecca's journey, expressing admiration for her professionalism and curiosity about her post-porn stars projects. Discussions online reflect a recognition that her contributions to the show were meaningful, even if they were not always in the spotlight. For many viewers, Rebecca's presence represented a fresh perspective, a blend of expertise and personality that complemented the established cast. Her story has become a lens through which audiences better understand the human side of reality television, the balance between entertainment, professionalism, and personal growth, and the sometimes difficult choices cast members must make when navigating these pressures. Ultimately, the narrative surrounding Rebecca's departure serves as a cautionary tale about assumptions, perception, and the realities of working in reality television. While speculation and rumor often dominate fan discussions, the truth, rooted in professionalism, personal ambition, and structured production decisions, is far more nuanced. Rebecca's decision to leave was neither a dramatic firing nor an act of conflict. It was a deliberate choice to pursue opportunities that aligned with her goals, talents, and values. In doing so, she left behind a legacy of professionalism, charm, and expertise that continues to resonate with fans and colleagues alike. The story also reminds us of the broader lessons of fame, career growth, and personal agency. Television audiences often see only what appears on screen, unaware of the contractual obligations, production logistics, and interpersonal dynamics that shape a show. Rebecca's journey illustrates how important it is to consider the behind-the-scenes realities before jumping to conclusions. Her departure from porn stars was a testament to thoughtful decision-making, courage in pursuing new paths, and the importance of staying true to one professional vision. Even when the world is watching, Rebecca's departure from porn stars also shines a light on the intense pressures of working in a reality TV environment, pressures that viewers rarely see. On screen, everything appears effortless. A smooth negotiation, a clever observation, a laugh shared with co-stars or clients. Behind the cameras, however, cast members operate in a highly structured, high-pressure setting. Long hours, repeated takes, and the constant awareness of millions of viewers watching every reaction add immense stress. Rebecca, despite her poise and professionalism, had to navigate these challenges while maintaining her composure, expertise, and the warmth that made her beloved by fans. Every interaction, every negotiation, and every comment could potentially be scrutinized, edited, and amplified for dramatic effect, a reality that many viewers fail to appreciate. While speculation about her alleged firing dominated headlines, insiders close to production clarify that Rebecca's decision was far more nuanced. Sources reveal that the dynamics with Rick Harrison were professional, respectful, and grounded in shared goal for the show. Conflicts portrayed in the media were often exaggerated, amplified by public fascination with reality TV drama. Reality television thrives on the tension of personalities, but behind the scenes, most disputes are ordinary workplace negotiations, discussions about roles, responsibilities, and creative direction. Rebecca's exit was not a dramatic clash, but the result of careful consideration, contractual discussions, and personal reflection about her career path. It was a professional decision rather than a personal one, and it illustrates the complex nature of reality television employment. Where perception and reality often diverge sharply, fans reacted immediately to the news of a departure, fueling speculation across social media platforms, forums, and comment sections. Headlines implied scandal, rumors circulated about backstage disputes, and viewers debated endlessly about Rick Harrison's involvement. These narratives, though compelling, rarely capture the reality behind the camera. Fans express a mix of admiration, sadness, and curiosity, reflecting both their emotional investment in Rebecca's presence and the power of her role on the show. Her departure became a moment for audiences to reflect on the human dimension of reality television, the fact that the personalities they admire are navigating complex professional environments, negotiating contracts, and making decisions that affect both their careers and personal lives. The structure of reality TV itself played a significant role in shaping the circumstances of Rebecca's exit. Long-running shows like Pawn Stars operate on consistency, established cast members, familiar storylines, and a recognizable narrative rhythm maintain viewer engagement. For someone like Rebecca, who brought expertise, personality, and initiative, these constraints could limit visibility and growth. While she excelled at her role, the framework of the show sometimes restricted opportunities for her to expand her on-screen presence or pursue creative projects within the series. Stepping away, therefore, was a strategic decision, a way to reclaim agency, diversify her career, and seek opportunities that aligned with her ambitions and skills. It was not an act of defiance but of foresight, illustrating the careful balancing act faced by reality TV professionals who must reconcile personal goals with the rigid structure of long-running series. Behind-the-scenes stories from the cast reveal that Rebecca's departure was met with understanding rather than resentment. Co-workers and producers acknowledged her contributions, emphasizing that her professionalism, knowledge, and charm had enhanced the show's dynamic. Rick Harrison, in particular, reportedly recognized the decision as a natural part of her career growth. Sources indicate that the environment on set remained supportive, with cast members continuing to respect her contributions and legacy. These insights paint a picture of a reality television workplace that, despite appearances, can be both demanding and collaborative, where decisions are rarely personal and often rooted in professional strategy. The impact of Rebecca's presence on Pawn Stars is still evident today. Fans often reminisce about her sharp analysis of items, her approachable explanations, and the balance she brought to the cast. She offered a human perspective, grounding the sometimes theatrical environment with knowledge, patience, and authenticity. Her on-screen presence highlighted the importance of expertise combined with relatability, setting a standard for cast members who followed. Though she is no longer part of the show, her contributions continue to resonate, reminding audiences that the influence of a strong personality extends far beyond their visible tenure on television. Rebecca's post-Pawn Stars journey further demonstrates the agency and foresight behind her decision to leave. She explored new opportunities in media, leveraging her experience to pursue projects that allowed greater creative freedom and professional growth. By stepping away at the right time, she preserved her brand, expanded her career possibilities, and avoided